fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. Let's fucking go. We going out blazing.
Let's get hunting.
This is Propulation. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. 24/7 researching, it's all a fantasy. But if I make the right pays, it pays automatic. Bankroll showing that I know it dope strategy. On a winning streak, I'm stacking a dose of the bookies all get mad at me. Confident with how it plays, not clicking on a flex today. All I see is green and we all about to get paid. Arrogant Josh on the stream, they be killing it. Never gonna stop it, I like if you feel it. Thinking the players, they all never time you can't make up your mind and just go with your gut. Looked around, we found a glitch, no toast allowed, just supposed to live. Sophia's fine, sat to his stick, and Caitlin Clark just doesn't miss. Win, lose, or draw, we never quit. When we shoot the ball, is another switch. Submit the link, it'll make you rich, and we going big. Don't be a bitch. Let's fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. Let's fucking go. We going out blazing. This is Propulation. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. We about to go big.
This is the game.
We going out blazing.
Let's get hunting.
This is Propulation. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks.
Ten and 0, buddy. 10-0. How's it feel?
It feels like 10-0. And it feels all right. Welcome back, everyone. Back to the Propulation YouTube channel. We are coming off of an insane heater. Went 10-0 yesterday on all the plays posted. Only miss on the day was our stinky taco that missed. And you know, other than that, absolute stellar day. As always, joined by Underrated. What's going on, man?
Man, I can't even put it into words how amazing this was. I don't even know how someone goes 10-0 and just lives beyond the day. I was telling you earlier, I was like, bro, we're sitting at 10-0. We might as well just stay right here. I don't even want the other games to start. We gonna go 20-0? Like, what do you do at this point? How can you get any better? I always like learning, but what the fuck can you do now?
You know, the only thing you can do is try to continue to be perfect, or as best that we can be. So we're gonna attempt that again to run it back today, see what kind of damage we can do, maybe bankroll builders, and I believe we also got a protected play to work with, so make sure you check out your promos for that too. We won't be building the protected play necessarily here on the YouTube side of it, but if you want to check that out, do us a huge favor, and it's also free for you guys. Make sure to check out the links down below. Our 7-day trial for the Patreon is still going on, limited time. You know, we've been absolutely feeding the family. If you've joined in any of the last 3 weeks, I mean, we're up mad units. I think yesterday we were up +6 units at the end of the day. So really good day. And while you're down there, make sure to do us a huge favor as well. Hit that like and subscribe button. It really goes such a long way for us. You know, the more that you guys can do for us, the more that we're going to be able to provide and, you know, do all kinds of giveaways and free stuff, you know, and there's a really bright future. So I'm super excited about it.
Me too.
How you doing over there, man?
I'm good. I'm looking at this nice fat joint I rolled up for the celebration, and I'm excited to be here with the people again today. And we had 3 days off, and yesterday was a great welcome back. And, you know, we're going to try to do the same thing, guys. So, because hitting those likes yesterday brought good luck, did it not? Shit.
That's right.
So let's hit the likes again today, guys. And let's continue to have good luck. And let's look at what we have today, sir.
All right. We'll talk about here our game total spreads and money lines just for the first part. We'll get caught up on questions and we'll just go right into the props.
Oh, you want to check out the chat first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what we got for now. That'll give everyone a minute or so to get in here too.
Oh, Youngin got beat out for the first questions today. Benegro Jones says McBride over. How do you feel about McBride today? McBride over 23.5 PRA.
Yeah, so McBride's, she's an interesting player today, to say the least. Obviously, she's been red hot lately, really lighting teams up from three. The matchup's pretty good. She had a reasonable history against Atlanta, and they are at home, so she's been pretty dangerous at home too. The only thing about her, there is a slight concern about the game staying close, but let's see. I'm just out of curiosity if they have a PRA line, so we can do some price shopping here. I don't want to tell you a good or bad line if we got somewhere better else than this.
Good call.
Here we go. Was it 23.5? So there's a little bit of juice on the under. I think some of that is coming from, like I said, the blowout risk, but the pace is pretty good. That's one thing I do like. The total. Let me see what this total's looking like. I want to say it was the second highest. Oh no, it's the lowest now. It's not a bad spot. So the thing about McBride is, obviously she can catch fire from three pretty much on any given night, but she's been racking up the assists a little bit more, which I do like, and the rebounding kind of up in the air, just because we saw last game Dorka moved into the starting five. That can kind of make things weird, so do keep that in mind. I think the rebounding might be somewhat limited for her, but the PA, I like that for sure. I wonder does she even have a PA line? Pretty much the same. So, they're giving her credit for 4 assists here, which, I can see, but...
Can't really see 5, though, huh?
Yeah, that's kind of pushing it. Cause the PR is even worse. I don't know, for her, I might chase just like straight up points, or she might still be at 2.5 threes if you could find that. Or she, yeah. I really like
186. Whoa.
Yeah, the payout might kind of suck on it, but yeah, she's just the only thing about McBride is she's been definitely playing a little bit above her head as of late. She's had some really spiky games. The pace is really good for this, though. I'm not expecting her to go 6 or 7 again. That's just, that was second season high for her. Really efficient. That's insanely efficient.
Yeah, she's only had what was that game there? Against the Sparks? 2 games ago?
Yeah.
She had a shit game. But all the other games, wow, man. She's had a really good season.
Yeah. So, we'll take a look at the individual metrics here real fast. It's not bad. Atlanta is top 5 in threes allowed, or 3 points made. The percentage, a little kind of meh on that side, but the overall volume is pretty good. I want to say, her on-court matchup isn't bad. She'll go up probably, I'm assuming, against Gray, which, Gray's been a decent defender, but nothing like to be afraid of by any means. It's really with her, just her volume. Like, if she's shooting the ball like she's been as of late, I might be sweating this just a little bit, because this last game she really got over on the free throws. Like, this is not a normal thing for her. In these games that she has spiked free throws, she's definitely going to go off from the points, but a lot of those games too, again, rebound's kind of sketchy, so you're kind of paying a tax for the rebounding upside, but the PA upside, I like that. Yeah.
Big Two's here.
2. What's up, dude?
He says, LFG! Eric Propstop's here. Wait. It looks like you. Eric Propstop.
Yeah. That's kind of like me.
10-0 run! No way! Danzy's here. What up, Danzy? Aaliyah Edwards, over 27.5 fantasy. When she goes over it, can be by a lot. Steals are +3. Fever love turning it over. And you liked Edwards' first half at 13.5. Now it's bumped to 14. Parlay still has it at 13.5. What do you think about the full game?
Yeah, I'm definitely still game for that. There's a lot of metrics that are working in her favor here. One of them is the points in the paint. So Indiana allowing the 3rd most points in the paint, the 2nd most second chance points. So that means offensive putbacks, offensive rebounds, free throws, stuff like that. So checking all the boxes there. And then overall metrics, I mean, Indiana's allowing just the most raw field goal volume per game. So Edwards is going to be the number 2 option on the team as a whole, obviously behind Atkins. So I like this for all those metrics that are working in our favor. And then the other thing is I think for me, this kind of puts the icing on top for her scoring upside is also Indiana's allowing the 2nd most free throws per game. So there's all kinds of ooey gooey goodness here that's going in her favor. It is a bit of, kind of an unknown area for us because she has, limited sample size with both Sykes and Shakira Austin off the floor, but the potential is very much there. For me, it's really just a minute. The closer she plays to 30 minutes, the easier it is for us. If she's playing closer to 25 minutes, then we really need those blocks to get there. And the blocks too, actually. So talking about that, the overall block metric is kind of, hit or miss, a little middle of the pack there, but they are turning the ball over still a fair amount as well. So one of these two, I could see that.
All right. And it's 28 on PrizePicks, 27.5 on Underdog, 27.5 on Parlay, and the first half's on Parlay at 13.5 still, if you like that. Youngin says Clark over 17.5 points and over 2.5 threes. Speaking of Clark.
Yeah, so Caitlin's pretty interesting today. I know the field was very heavy on her overs today. The threes, I can definitely get behind just because, I think for her, she's volatile from 3 on any given night. Usually, she's clearing her points if she's hitting her threes. We see this in, literally every single game, except for this one right here. She went 2 of 8, but that was also off the back of a 2nd season high free throw attempt. So there's wiggle room for a lot of, just a raw scoring upside, but a lot of that is coming from 3. And the overall 3-point volume, I would like to see this go back up a little bit more, but she's doing her most of the shooting here from 3. Just this overall field goal volume, I hate this. This is so scary. This is barely double digits, and these are competitive games. These are really close games. How you feel about that? Talk to me here.
I don't know. I was just looking at it with you. She's so strange. She's a coin flip. I will say, at least her number's down a little. 17.5's not bad. What's the Washington matchup feel like to you? With giving up those threes.
It's kind of neutral. Washington's been pretty solid. Most of their defense is coming really off the back of their wing defenders. Carly's not bad, which she covered Clark for a pretty good majority of the last game. Between Samuelson and insert whatever Washington player, Vanloo or whoever, Jade off the bench. It's not a scary matchup. It's just, are the shots landing? And that's really the big question with her. The volume's kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
I really would like to see closer to earlier on in the season, somewhere closer to 15, somewhere like that. But 11 field goal attempts, that's a lot to ask. We're truly asking for her to go off from 3. So if I had to pick, gotta go with the 3s.
Okay, and for me personally, if anything feels iffy, I just pass because it's Caitlin. So I personally pass. There's other places to put money that you feel better about, in my opinion. But if you do want it, 17.5 still on Parlay, paying out good. 18.5 on Underdog, 18 on PrizePicks. So DB says, gang, Dolson over 3.5 first half points, snipe of the day. I seen that in the Discord too. He agrees.
Yep.
He agrees, DB. Danzy says, or do you want to talk about Milk Truck? Or are you good?
No. Okay. I'm just going to throw it up in the queue, actually, because I'm curious if this is going to bump or not.
Okay, Danzy says, Harriet Dart over 4.5 double faults in tennis is a great prop to jump on. She could easily get 6+. Harriet Dart over 4.5 double faults in tennis. It must be on Underdog. Maybe it's on both. I don't know. Youngin says, Aaliyah over 7.5 rebounds. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It was that was our first play. I think it lasted on the board 20 minutes, if that.
I'm wondering, is that anywhere at 7.5 still? It looks like it's 8 everywhere now, I think. I don't know where Youngin's getting the 7.5. Maybe on books? Is it 7.5 on books? With juice? Is that what it is? Okay.
I'm looking real fast. Yeah, I
looks
would
like-
assume.
It looks like all the fantasy sites are at 8.
She's still on FanDuel at 7.5 minus 140.
Actually, Parlay got 1.68 payout. That's not bad at all at 7.5. Parlay Play seems to have the best payouts for these plays today so far. 3 different ones that got better value. Danzy, it says also Kelsey Mitchell over 7.5 points. Must be first half.
Yeah, the first half line. No, I was looking at that too. Honestly, you know, it's she's gonna have a pretty decent on-court matchup against Atkins. So we just need her to be, continue being aggressive. That's the thing that we've seen her just kind of go in and out of these phases. But at 7.5, yeah, I like it. She's been at 8.5 for a lot of these last recent slates.
Okay. Youngin says cash out, guys. Good luck. What up, Youngin?
Yo, what's up, youngin?
Good luck to you too. Let's do it again. Sean says, okay, E, here's your question. Are you ready?
Sure.
Person 1 says, 13 million and you drive this piece of shit cross country to pick me up? Person 2 says sarcastically, blew it all on the suit.
Oh, I should know this. Oh, this is totally a 90s movie.
Don't look it up on Google. We see you.
No,
you
my
think
hands
we
are
don't
right here.
see? All right.
No, I don't know this, but I should definitely know this.
And the answer is, I don't know. He didn't tell me.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know.
All right. Well, he's 0-1 already. Your 10-0 streak is over. Youngin says Boston under PRA. Boston under. Oh snap.
I've been on the Boston unders for the last couple of games, and she has shown me.
He showed you 3 in a row there.
she took me to the cleaners. I mean, absolutely just.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's not like a crazy good matchup or anything special, really, but yeah. I mean, she's got Dolson down low, who's not a defender by any means, and. Yeah, she's just been wrecking Dolson, like for sure. Or she should wreck Dolson. I mean, so with her, it's really just kind of going hand in hand with Nalissa Smith. If Smith is being active, then, I mean, she's cutting away usage from Boston a little bit. But the thing about Boston, though, is just it's really her minutes. Like, oh my goodness, she's playing so many minutes right now. I mean, pretty well lock in. For an actual competitive game, like some of these games where she had foul trouble, she sat a little bit. This game was more of a blowout. Still only played 33 minutes, but I mean, these close games, 37, 36 minutes, 35, like.
Youngin, don't do it. Don't do it.
There's a few things that are kind of working against her and kind of in her favor. The against her part is really just the pace. The overall total of this game should be super slow. Washington, they don't have the worst bigs. Their backup or the bench unit that comes in between Hines Allen and, Dede Richards and whoever else they stick down there. They're not bad, so she doesn't have like a great matchup, but Dolson is obviously got a little slower to the step, and she could score off on her. It's just her shooting volume too. This is something for her that's been spiky lately, and I don't know. I've been playing with fire and got burned 3 times in a row, so I'm gonna leave that on you guys.
All right. Well, Youngin says another good one. Jewel butt cheeks under 8.5 RA. Under. Youngin says under. Youngin goes out there with these plays, huh?
Yeah. So I mean, there's pretty good juice on that under actually. If you're finding it at 8.5, I know DraftKings, they are not going to offer that, so they're not going to pull lines directly from that. But let's see, is she a popular play? Because if that's a popular play, that actually might bump. No. Okay. Yeah. So the only thing for her is she can have these like spiky rebound, games where she can just go off for like 5 or 6 rebounds. I believe her rebounds had juice on the over. Let's see. Oh no. Okay, so 5 flat. They're thinking she's going to go under this. I don't mind it. We just need Vegas to show up. That's the only thing about like them right now. They've been very frustrating defensively. Like they're just getting cooked left and right. Gray's going to be back today, so this should shore up a little bit of their wing defender and defense overall. But
steady long, steady wrong.
So I'm thinking out loud here and just trying to go through the process with you guys about it. Thinking that now with Gray back, what that's going to do is it's going to slide everyone back down for the aces. And one problem that we need to, and we'll talk about later, is we need to confirm the starting 5 for Vegas tonight. But at least one thing we know for sure, if Gray's playing, she should start. Or I'm assuming she's going to start, but that's going to push Jackie back down to the 3. So if Jackie goes back from the 1 to the 3, she's auto covering Jewel Lloyd for sure. And if she's covering Jewel Lloyd, I mean, she's not a bad defender by any means, but I would not be surprised if maybe Lloyd passes the ball a little bit more tonight. But the rebounding is definitely sketchy. That's very sketchy.
Yep. And that pace and all those shots, I'm scared.
Yeah, let me see what Lloyd's assist is real fast, because I want to say it's like double. Yeah, both individual lines are pretty heavy favorite for the under. So yeah, I can see it. The only thing, so above anything else, that's got to be a concern for me is just the raw pace of this game is going to be completely outrageous. So we have notorious #1 pace team right here, and a complete shocker from last year. Seattle is #3. They're playing at an insanely fast pace right now, which is kind of weird because NECA and Skylar both are not notorious for playing at a very fast pace, and they are. So that kind of worries me just a little bit. There could be a lot of buckets going up here, but the rebound downside I think is very appealing for this, and the fact that they're both individual minus money.
Sure. Speaking of NECA, Youngin says NECA under PRA. I know you were on her under points. Did that bump down, or is it still 17.5?
Let's see. Yeah, it's still at 17.5.
Okay. You like
PRA?
that?
I do, because I think it's going to be a tough scoring matchup. So there's a little bit to unpack here, and then this is actually what I was going to segue to, so I'm glad you asked this. We need to confirm what the starting lineup is going to be just in case for Vegas. So I say that because if in a scenario we get like how RotoWire is thinking right now, where Stokes goes back to the bench and we have Asia Wilson sliding back from the 4, going back to the 5, this would be a slight concern for me. And I'm glad we still have it at 17.5 because I still have interest in just her straight up scoring downside. But the on-court matchup now is going to be different. If this is the starting 5, that means that Asia is going to stay at the 5. She'll be guarding Ezzy, and I'm hoping Alicia Clark does not start and Kia Stokes continues to start. But if Clark is starting, this is the starting 5 that we're going to get. Then that means Agumake, she's going to be guarded by Clark, and I don't know how that's going to go.
Okay. So stay away from the PRA, slightly into the under points still.
Yeah, just in case. I mean,
could you wait for the lineup and then go something else?
Yeah, I mean, really, I would honestly, unless you're dying to pull the trigger on it for something early, as long as you can wait on that, I would try to, because I mean, this news is super important. I mean, it completely changes the on-court matchup for the 4 and the 5.
What would be a different way? They just don't start Clark and they start Wilson at the 4 again and leave Stokes?
Yeah. Which I'm hoping that has been the better recipe for this team, and they can just bring in. They sub out Stokes early. They move Asia down to the 5, and then they put Clark at the 4, and they run small like that. So that's what I'm hoping the first rotation is going to be. But if Clark starts and we have Asia down there by herself, Agumake could definitely bully Clark. I mean, Clark's a good defender and all that. She doesn't foul, but I don't know how this matchup would look, honestly, if I'm just being totally transparent with you guys.
Okay, so we roll with it if the lineup is the same for the 4 and 5 today, and we pass if not. If that's the lineup, we probably pass.
Yeah, or half units, small units, if anything. Just be very cautious because we're going into unknown territory.
Good to know. Good to know. Youngin also says Asia double and over 23.5 points. Now, does that lineup change anything for you with that, or do you like either of these plays? It does. Okay, what do you like?
Yes.
What are we waiting for to go over with Asia?
So the scoring upside, I like quite a bit still here for Asia regardless. I mean, neither one of these defenders is that scary between Ezzy or Gumake on the other side. But the double-double aspect is either going to be it's going to be a decent play or it's going to be a really good play. And I'm hoping, this is the kind of double-edged sword too that we got to dance around tonight too. So with Asia, if she starts at the 5, I love her double-double upside tonight. She's getting 10 rebounds for sure. But if Stokes starts and they have Asia kind of roam the paint again, doing her thing like last time, I know she got 11 rebounds, but that was definitely a sweat. But the scoring upside, she will very much so have that because, Stokes is a do-nothing, and Gray, I would imagine, isn't going to chuck a whole lot with her first game back, so the volume should still be there for Asia. And really, the 23.5, that's a normal line for her. So, like this 20, 26, 27, 28.5, like I don't know where this is coming from.
Yeah, the 23.5 is a discount on Underdog I'm seeing. So basically, you're saying if Asia starts at the 4 again, you like the points?
Yeah.
And if she starts at the 5, you like the rebounds. I mean,
Yes.
not the straight rebounds, but the double-double would be nice at that point because all she needs is 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because she's not going to roam the paint if she's starting at the 5. So we at least get solidified minutes of her staying under the rim and not being drawn out. Because, I mean, Ezzy shoots a very low volume from 3. So we should see those two battle inside the paint if that's the lineup.
Okay. So they got her at 10.5 rebounds, 0.9x is what they're paying. So really it's around 11. And so that double-double saves you that rebound. All you need is over 9.5. And then obviously she's getting 10 points. So if she starts at the 5, that double-double feels really good.
Yeah. Yep. The double-double. And, I mean, you can see, obviously, PrizePicks already bumped that up, too. I don't think they haven't bumped the combo prop up yet. So this actually has a 0.5 discount on it. There's pretty heavy juice on both of Asia and for Ezzy here, unless odds change. I don't know, see, sneaky. The odds flipped on this. She was pretty heavy for 9.5 all day, and then now somebody nuked it on the back end.
So you like Ezzy more than Collier for the combo? Rebound-wise?
Yes. So for that, specifically, if Asia starts at the 5, I think this combo rebound prop is a banger. These two are just going to go at it.
Okay. Cool. So I like this. I like stuff like that. Just have your plan ready, wait for the lineup, and get it in before they change it. It's my favorite way to win.
And so Ezzy, she's not going anywhere. If anything, her props are going to bump down. So we have plenty of time to chill on that aspect of it. And
all right.
they actually pulled the two bigs for their rebounding. So it's only Jewel.
Interesting. Michael Williams says tailed a few plays yesterday and cashed. Ooh.
Hey,
Back again to start a run, boys. Let's go. We like hearing that, man. This dude went 10-0. This dude on screen right here. This dude right here. All right.
We did that.
Youngin says Nalissa over 7.5 rebounds. We've been there and burned. What do you think about her today, though?
She was at 7 on a lot of different sites. She was at 7 for the longest time on PrizePicks too. If you can find her at 7, I like that one a little bit better, but I get it. She's going up against Edwards, who we just talked about at length. She's going to have second usage on the team, and the only thing about Smith is she just has to keep the hands to herself. If she gets in a foul trouble, coach is going to pull her and sit her down, and they basically just go small with that unit. So I wouldn't put it past them, but she's in a good spot for it, and I can see it.
Ben Negro Jones says Collier over PRA as well as Atlanta's terrible against bigs.
Yeah. she's interesting. I don't know.
She's hard to call, huh?
She really is. So for me, the bigger pause that I'll have today is just confirming that we don't get any kind of starting five difference. I know last game Carlton was out, so they ended up starting Dorka, which absolutely wrecked everything that we had the night before. Like the rebounding upside for Collier was just non-existent. She's basically playing as a roamer in the paint. She was always out at the wing guarding people. She was playing really more like a 3 than anything, and not like the actual 4 or the 5. So I mean, we saw Alana Smith go off in the rebounding last game because she was basically at the 4. And Dorka, I mean, absolute thorn in the side off the bat. She went 3 of 3 from 3 and had like 4, 5, 6 rebounds, something like that. So there's just a few things to consider there. I would like Collier for a bounce back game if in fact Carlton is starting again, which would make sense. I mean, she matches up a little bit better against Ryan Howard, but just do know that in the back of your head, like just a small thought that they could change this lineup up again on us.
Michelle Lofton says Sky over 22.5 PA. Good old Skylar Diggs. 22.5 PA.
If yeah, I can see it for Skylar here. There's a couple of things that are definitely going in her favor. The 3 points allowed that Vegas is, I think, number 2 right now. They're just absolutely horrible beyond the arc. For her, just kind of, thinking out game theory here for you guys, I would almost have more interest in her fantasy, and let me tell you why. So we talked about this too with Ari McDonald, who started yesterday, and boy, oh boy, the turnovers for players going into the starting unit or coming back from injuries. I knew she was going to turn the ball over a bunch. I think she had 3 or 4 turnovers again. Skylar could snag up a couple steals tonight, and I would not be surprised off of Gray. If Gray had like 4 turnovers tonight in her first game back, wouldn't be surprised at all.
It's heating up. WNBA's heating up. People be caring about WNBA nowadays. Youngin says Collier over or Collier double-double. We were just talking about Collier. What do you think about the double-double? You need that 10 rebounds either way.
Yeah, just, again, make sure Carlton is starting. Carlton. Otherwise, if Dorka's starting, I'd be off her rebound potential altogether. I know the juice is pretty good on the over, and typically I would always have interest in the 9.5. Now, thinking about her on-court matchup is kind of tricky because she's going to see a majority of, I think, Nia Coffey here, but she could guard Tina Charles. So if she's starting at the 5 like we are expecting, the over on the rebounds, I totally get. Tina Charles should have a lot of shooting opportunity. Minnesota's allowing a lot of paints in the point. But Nia Coffey, absolute do nothing, not doing anything whatsoever. You could get some pretty spicy overlap, though. I will say, now that we're kind of talking about this out loud too, is whenever Parker, assuming she's still coming off the bench, whenever she comes in, she's been playing more at the traditional 5 and not at the 4 like she's been with the starting unit. And with that coming is a lot of field goal volume too. So there could be additional rebounds that she could scoop up here in just a little bit of the overlap time. But Dorka will be coming in too sometime after that. So also something to consider. But honestly, I don't mind that. I mean, Atlanta is allowing, I think the third, or not Atlanta. Yes, Atlanta. Sorry, I'm high. Don't listen to me.
Downer, bro.
They're allowing defensive rebounds. This is what I was thinking of. The second most defensive rebounds per game, and even the overall just rebounds, they've scooted up. They were kind of around this like 6-7 range, but now they're allowing the 4th most rebounds per game. So we just need the game to stay close and for no wacky lineup.
Hey, this just in. Danzy says, Underdog has Barbara Ketchakova, I'm not sure how to say it, tennis at 11.5 games, won, which is insane. Go steal that over before it's gone. And I believe in Danzy. Danzy's been coming through. So if you got Underdog, 11.5 games won. Barbara, can you pronounce that? What's her last name?
Sure.
Yeah.
You had it.
Go get Barbara.
You had it. Whatever. that
Barbara
was.
K, 11 and a half games. Barbara K. Go grab it. Danzy says. Thank him later. Drop them plays. She says drop them plays. We got some plays. Plays. Evan says Ezzy over fantasy.
I don't mind it, but oh man, it's high. She's been like 34 and a half every single slate, and they just keep bumping her. And this time, PrizePicks was like, you know what? We're just gonna go all the way to the top of the elevator. And I think she opened at 36 and a half and went to 37 earlier today. But this is pretty high.
Don't chase. Don't chase. Don't chase.
If you want to play it again, just with the starting five, just to confirm that Asia, if she is at the 5 and Clark next to her, yes, I would like the fantasy upside because she's gonna have all kinds of block upside on Asia.
Okay, Asia at the 5, you like it better. Makes sense. J.R. Smith's Bowl of Soup says, Caitlin props. Where's Caitlin? Yay, Caitlin! But what he said last time was my favorite. Be nice to Caitlin. Be nice to Caitlin. Ian Warner says, sup, fellas? What's up, bro?
Yo, what's up, man? Yeah, and we're gonna get to plays here in a little bit. We're humming through the questions here real fast.
Rod Pope says McBride plus Howard under 5.5 threes. When I see under 5.5 threes, an under combo, it piques my interest. What do we got on that one? McBride and Howard under 5.5 3 points made.
I don't mind it. The only thing about Howard tonight is I'm a little more nervous about taking her unders in general, just because of Aerial Powers being out. She's been a direct impact on Ryan Howard as a whole. I mean, literally since she's come into more minutes and started playing. But the fact that she is out tonight would give me a little bit of pause on that, just because we could see a spike usage from Ryan. But it's not a good matchup. It's not a good matchup at all. I think Minnesota's like bottom. Let's see. Yeah, bottom 3 in threes allowed. So it is the only thing that Ryan really is going to do is shoot threes and get to the free throw line. But not a good matchup for her. Not a good matchup at all. The other side of it, though, McBride, kind of a decent matchup. I mean, Atlanta is giving up the third most threes, so do be careful with that. I mean, we saw McBride absolutely kill them. I think she had 6 threes against them. I'd probably fade that one. That one in particular, maybe not so much.
Okay. Nothing wrong with fading. Ben Negro Jones says, I hit a Ezzy over fantasy always. But am I crazy for NECA under fantasy tonight? NECA under fantasy. Again, we know you're on her under points. And the starting lineup for the Aces is what made you want to think about which way to go, huh?
Yeah, because last time she saw a lot of Asia at the 4, and I mean she just came up shy of that. I know the last 5 looked really good too, but a lot of that's just kind of sketchy from the rebounding. She had a really huge spike rebounding game with 11, so I mean that's a little bit of a concern, but yeah, again, just with the starting 5, I'm assuming they're going to start Stokes tonight just because of this sizable front court that Seattle does have. But again, we kind of need to see that starting lineup just to be 100%.
TJ says, for my birthday, I'm signing up for the Patreon.
There you go. Let's go.
TJ, happy birthday. That's dope. Hey, and guess what else? We have 100 watching. We've hit our goal. We have 100 watching now, which is amazing. It's our nice little baby channel goal we have hit. I'm going to hit the applause for us again. And if you guys could, please hit the like for good luck on all your bets today, because that's how we get more people in here. This is the shit, E. This is what happens when you go 10-0. Ian Warner says, haven't seen anybody covering Collier today. Any thoughts on her props today as far as over-under?
Yeah. I mean, kind of a wait and see again with her, but it really just depends on the on-court matchup, you know. If I had to guess, the PR, not bad. I mean, they are definitely getting cooked from here. She's not playmaking really a whole lot. Those are just really low volume, high efficiency. The more that Heidemann is playing off the bench, and like we saw over the last couple of games, whenever they go small, she basically just kind of chills underneath the rim. And between Heidemann and Courtney Williams, I mean, the two of them just facilitate the offense, and she just kind of hangs around playing at the 5. So this is her best upside, I think. But the shooting volume, that's also kind of a concern for her. I don't know if it's maybe just the total emergence of all her teammates are playing well, but I mean, the shooting volume for her is wildly all over the place. I mean, we had 17 last game, which is pretty solid, 22 the game before that. But I mean, especially for games that they start slipping and blowing the lead or whichever the direction for a blowout, she stops shooting altogether. I mean, she has a hard cap at 15 field goal attempts usually. So do keep that in mind. The overall shot volume is very much hard capped in a blowout situation. And Atlanta, there's some frauds on the road. Like, yeah, I'll stress this every single time. They are frauds on the road.
He goes on to say, what 3-point combo prop are we using tonight that has Caitlin in it? Good old Caitlin. Caitlin and Lloyd, Caitlin and Plum, or Caitlin and Atkins?
I was looking at the Caitlin and Atkins got bumped up. I did have a lot of interest in it at 4.5, but now if I had to, just on the raw value that we have here, I did like the Plum and Caitlin if I had to pick for this 5.5. Both of these players individually had reasonable odds for their over. I know Caitlin definitely did. Yeah, she was minus 155, and then Plum. Yeah. So this actually might even bump to 6 flat. Both of these are heavy favorites for the over, 155 and 135. So if I had to pick, I think it would be these two.
Plum and Caitlin.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Futon Bet says Atkins under 15.5 points.
I wanted to take her under today. I'm not even gonna lie. So I do have her RA in the queue, kind of for the same reason. It's not a great matchup. I mean, it's a decent matchup. It's definitely a decent matchup. Free throws, threes, all that stuff that she does. She's just so bad on the road, like so bad. It's mind blowing.
Poor Atkins.
And another thing for her, she hasn't really had a three-peat of a good game performance. Like nothing over 15.5 points 3 games in a row. So it's a tough ask. I mean, on paper, it's a decent matchup for her. And with no Austin, no Sykes again, kind of scary. But the fact that she's just so bad, I mean, I get it. I totally get it.
Youngin says, I got it last night. What does that mean? What does that mean, Youngin? I got it last night. I don't know if we need to talk about that on here. Michael Williams says, have y'all talked about Tina Charles' PR? Ooh, Tina Charles. She's pissing you off lately. It's the coach, but yeah. That name pisses you off.
Even her too. So, I mean, she opened at 9.5 rebounds. They bumped it down. I don't know how to feel about her rebounding upside just because she's been so passive in the minutes, the rotations, like all that weird stuff with Coach White. I like her. Hey, quit.
Leon?
I like her scoring upside today. I don't know about the rebound upside though.
Alrighty. Let's see where we at. There's a lot of questions today. Alex says Vanloo under 15.5 PRA or under 19.5 fantasy. Oh, you're still looking at Tina?
We're just seeing what the odds were. I mean, they're almost even. Minus 110, minus 120.
Well, what do you think about Vanloo? Because I know you were on her assists at 4.5 last night, and that bumped to 5, I believe, right?
Yeah, she went all the way up to 5.5 and some books too.
Okay, so
Yeah.
good thing we did that little stream last night. That's dope. So that, and what do you think about her under PRA or under fantasy? Alex wants to know.
Let me see. Sorry, my dogs are like having a freak out. I would say the PRA, if you had to pick, just because of the volatile nature that is Caitlin Clark and the turnovers that she brings, she could fall into a few just random steals just based off of that on-court matchup alone. But a very low shot volume player. I mean, she barely gets 8-9 field goal attempts a game. The rebounding has been there a little bit more lately, so I'm not sure if that's just these particular matchups or what. The assists are definitely there. So I mean, that's really the only thing you're going to sweat is the assist upside and how many random threes is she going to hit. But everything else I like the under for.
All right, cool. Sean's giving you the answer. Ocean's 11 was the movie trivia answer.
Oh man. Yeah, I should know that.
Man, can't believe you. 10-1.
I know.
Matt says, at Sean, Drake, classic. Drake, classic.
I should know that, I know.
Youngin says, Vanloo over threes. Over 1.5 threes?
Yeah, I can get behind that. I mean, she's basically just shooting from three, so if she has a decent game, it'll be at least 2 threes.
Bennett says, Ocean's 13? Everyone's getting in on the movie trivia now. Danzy says, Vanloo assists. Oh, Danzy's talking about basketball. Let me get down with this, Danzy. Let's see. Vanloo assists on Underdog are 5. Points are 8.5, but the PA is 13 even, making her assist line 4.5 again? Question mark? That seems like a good over.
Yeah.
That's
and that's good value. You know, that's good price shopping right there by Danzy, and being able to see, you know, PrizePicks went the other way with that, which was it PA? I don't even think she has a PA. Yeah, 13.5. So PrizePicks is already putting the tax back on it. Yep, Underdog. I mean, again, if you're looking for discounts, it's probably over there and not on PrizePicks.
Or parlay play as well. They have really good plays and really good payouts a lot of times too. Youngin says, I'm about it. Underrated. I take chances. All right, Youngin, good luck. Good luck. Chris says Boston plus Edwards 17 rebound combo. Looking too good to be true.
Yep. Got it here in the queue for you guys. I was going to talk about that next. Actually, just 2 players who should be priced into pretty heavy minutes. Only thing with Edwards is just make sure she stays out of foul trouble. But yeah, both of these players killing the glass. I think there's better rebound upside for Edwards, but the minutes being so secure for Boston and the fact that they still don't have any backups is, you know, I mean, she's priced in the minutes here. So totally get it. Got it here in the queue for you guys. And I was going to talk about Ryan Howard here real fast. She was the only one of these that I haven't talked about yet. The fantasy for her is a potential another ceiling sky-high effort that she could have. It's not a good three-point matchup, as I pointed out, so that is a little sketchy. But Minnesota allowing number 1 and with a bullet, number 1 steals per game. And Ryan Howard is like leading the league in steals per game. She just had 6 against them. And a lot of that comes too with a lot, you know, random playmaking. So the assist upside's been solid for her. You could consider the RA, which I also thought about. Just the overall hit rating has been better for the fantasy. I think it was by 1 game than the RA. But yeah, she's over this in 10 out of 14 games so far this season, and a lot of road games as well. And again, Aerial Power is not going to be out tonight. We should see some increased usage, some increased hopeful minutes, but they got to keep the game close.
I like that. I haven't even heard you break that one down. Now I'm liking that one. Coach DFS says LMAO. I don't know what he's laughing about, but we're funny, I guess, sometimes. We smoke so much weed, we act dumb. Coach says, yo, fellas, what we think about Ryan Howard over 32.5 fantasy score? Hey, speak of the devil. She had 53 against him in their last meeting and only missed this line once on the road recently. That Ryan Howard call is very interesting. I like that.
I like it, Coach. I like it.
Youngin says, big dog Asia double-double. Yeah, I can see it. We want to wait for that lineup, though. If Asia's at the 5, Smacko. Jalissa says, there is a Plum and Clark 3-point combo over 5.5, but not sure if they'll get it. And that's the one you picked, right?
Yeah.
So if you had to pick one.
For me personally, Clark, I have interest in her 3-point upside, and then for a hedge play, her RA here at 12. I know the last game logs and all this stuff looks awful, but she just had 14 against them, and it's a really great rebounding upside for her, and the assist playmaking, it's still been there. I mean, she's number 1 playmaker on the team by far.
Hey, it looks like we're all on the same page today. AK Toke70 says, been looking at Atkins 7RA over. You got that right in the queue already, right?
Yeah. It's good value. Here, let me look at my notes real fast. I should have that on handy, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry, fam.
Boo.
Yeah, so she's hit this in, I mean, it's 8 out of 14 games, but a lot of them were on the road games. She has had a higher usage for assist rating. It's a little bit more split between her and Vanloo as a whole. But yeah, I like it. I mean, she just had, 14 RA or 11 RA against him. A lot of rebounds. I think this game, a lot of rebound potential for her.
It reminds me of the, what did we take yesterday? The Copper at 7.
Yeah.
Danzy says, I went high and low on Agumake myself. She is a solid toss-up.
Yeah, be smart with your bets, because you could get the best of both worlds if if we get the starting 5 the way we want it, or if it's the other way and PrizePicks, they jump first and go ahead and bump her props down or something like that in fear. Then, I mean, we go back with the overs. We saw it Monday with the late news for Enrique and Bridget Carlton, like totally wrecked all of our stuff. Then you make the move. You got to zig when they zag, You know what?
Versa. This is WNBA, bro. They ain't even thinking it that deep like you are. They're not even on that. Watch. I guarantee you that lineup comes out, nothing moves. So you just have to adjust the right way. I guarantee it. WNBA, bro. They are not on it. Youngin says, trust me, E. Yeah, E. Trust Youngin. What's up, bro?
I trust.
All right. Big Dog Asia getting no matter what. E. Trust me. Youngin.
Oh, for that? Yeah. No, I feel pretty good about Asia getting 10 rebounds tonight. Just how much more do I like that if she starts at the 5?
I like that a lot. We gotta remember that, guys. Get your Asia rebounds or your double in the queue. If she starts at the 5, put a little more on it.
Hey, real fast.
Mm-hmm.
If we could hit a little commercial break here, if you guys could just do a huge solid, hit that like and subscribe button down below. I know we've been going through a lot of questions, and hopefully this is helping you guys out a lot. But you guys are helping us out more than you know, and just it's always free for likes and subscribe. So make sure you guys don't miss out. Like last night too. If you weren't had the notifications on, you would have missed out on the late night stream and the late night value too. So keep that in mind and know that we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Ryan says tailed Collier Copper yesterday and won. Ooh, people saying they tailed and won. How's that feel? You like making people money, huh? Does it feel good?
Hey, it was nice. I mean, we saw an insane amount of screenshots yesterday, so I love it. Absolutely love it.
It's so great. The pressure that you have when you have to make plays and people put money, that's hard-earned money people are putting on your brain. So you better be on top of it every day and tell us if you're not. Okay? Are you ready today?
Doing my best.
I know, I'm just
Yeah.
Joshy Posh says Collier points.
Yeah, she's due for a game. I definitely think she's due for a game. For her, I would love to see her maybe add a little bit more time at the 4. Just again, I mean, her overall volume's just been kind of down lately over the last month as a whole. A lot of that's, the teammates getting worked into the offense here. Dorka is playing increased minutes more and more. Carlton, she's actually been a solid starter for the team in lieu of Miller being out. And we still just have these weird rotations between like Heidemann, Courtney Williams, and the thing that I'll say about Feezy is her minutes have been very secure. She's playing the most secure rotation, and I would consider also her second half points. This last game, she played the entire second half, and she's been playing a ton of minutes in the second half over the last couple games itself. So some of that could be, correlating with the overall score kind of missing. But the second half, I know we got burned last slate on the fourth quarter and second half under because she played the entire game.
We can tell that you're a WNBA fan, not just trying to find value and make bets. You actually love the shit. You call her Feezy. You know that, right? It's like people calling Tupac Pac. It's like you know her. That's Jaleesa's.
Hey, we're all out here. We're sweating and bleeding here together. When they lose, we lose.
That's true. It's real. It's real. That's Jaleesa says, I took over on her fantasy score. I don't know what's she talking about. What was her last question? Oh, Plum and I don't know what she's talking about with the fantasy. Do you?
No, I'm rolling back real fast and look and see what was the last thing.
Well, while you're looking,
Sorry
go ahead.
if we have a total brain fart here because there's a lot of comments.
It's a good thing. Could be worse. Danzy says Ariel Atkins 7 RA is one of his favorites. So that's cool. People are on that with us. People are on a lot of plays that you have. It's like we're all a team today. We're going stomping against the bookies today. We're all on the front line. Put the plays in. Let's go. Youngin says Atkins over 3.5 assists.
Yeah, if you can still find it, I didn't mind that. I know they just PrizePicks outright pulled that all together from the board, and they ended up bumping up Vanloo. So if you can find a reasonable line, still 4.5 or even 5, I would consider for Vanloo. Honestly, I don't mind it at 5, but I'm trying to win here, not get it pushed. But yeah, at 3.5, I like it. Atkins, she's been averaging 4 assists on the road on the season, anyways.
Yeah, I see 3.5 on Underdog. It was actually paying out 1.1 times, it said. I think it just bumped though.
Oh well, yeah, the odds flipped on that. Interesting. So,
Yeah, they're paying 1.05x on that if you like the 3.5. So Underdog's the spot to play that. It's probably even plus money on books, isn't it? I wasn't looking.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, she's plus 105 for the over. That's weird. I would still consider that, honestly. I mean, it's a good matchup for the assist upside.
Ian Werner says, Danzy, any other PrizePicks tennis picks you love? People asking Danzy for his tennis picks. Danzy's up in the Discord also, guys. He's been in there, a week? Just dropping bombs in there. Everyone just cashing up. The whole Discord is cashing up lately. I don't even know what's going on. I keep looking in different channels and seeing all this green, and I'm blind. My eyes still hurt. Youngin says, Plum over 2.5 threes.
I like it.
All right. People coming with plays today. Danzy says, let me download PP real quick so I can see what they have. He doesn't use PP much. Smart man. He probably uses Underdog and probably wins more. What do you think about Skylar over 16 points?
She's kind of a neutral play today. You know, I do like it for the road matchup. I know she came up a little short last game just from that first half, starting off real weird. Chelsea Gray is typically a pretty decent defender. Today she could come out a little slow in the step, so I'm not really sure how to treat this quite honestly as a whole. But yeah, I mean, Skylar, she's been averaging almost 17 points on the road at least, so we just need the volume to be there. You know, last game she was really bad in the first half and had a really solid second half and really good fourth quarter to bail us out. But I don't know. With her, again, I think maybe even the fantasy is really not a bad option today. I'm telling you, I would not be surprised if she ends up with 2 steals tonight off of Chelsea Gray.
That's right. You liked her fantasy. Okay. We got 47 likes, guys. We need 3 more for the best luck ever today. We want to get that 50. Herman says Boston PRA. I'm assuming when people say it, they mean over. I know we had an under earlier. So people are split on this one. Bookies are doing their jobs today on Boston.
Yeah, Boston's a tough call. I mean, she's an honest true coin flip. I'll say her lines are pretty close to what they were last time. They are season high lines for her. I mean, her points are the highest still that they've been. The rebounds actually spiked up to 9.5 earlier. PrizePicks had to manually bump this back down. I mean, the rebounds in particular, she's definitely due for regression on this. Like, this line is way too high. The field goal volume, though, a little sketchy just because this team is kind of still figuring stuff out, and you never know if she gets hot.
So you're passing on her today altogether, huh?
Second half unders for her. She's chilled out a lot in the second half.
Really? So you'd go second half under PRA. What do you think it would be at today? Because I'm sure it'll be higher than it's ever been.
Probably like 12 or 13.5. I think her first half was...
What's interesting
13.
Wow. A lot of times it's been around 10.5 on Underdog. So today it'll probably be 12.5, 13. So that'd be interesting under.
if she comes out cooking, they're going to bump it probably just straight to 13-5, if not 14 off the bat. And I'll have a lot of consideration for the under for that.
That's a fun one. We got to remember that one. AOD says, congratulations, bros. Talking about the 100 live in here. That's dope, guys. We've been talking about that, trying to get to that 100 live real quick. Since we started doing this, a month ago? Like strong, basically. So that's dope.
Yeah, I mean, literally almost a month to this week. We'll say that, because I know the first 2 days of the WNBA season were kind of sketchy, and the third day was just a solo game. So the first 3 games were just a little bit weird. But yeah, we've been hitting the ground running for like a solid month now.
Yeah, it's fun. AOD's been the man in here too. Population forever, he says, and he also says, I remember 2+ years ago, only 11. I
know.
Slow motion.
We started small.
We were on a whole different YouTube channel then, huh? We switched it up. AOD says slow motion better than no motion. Yes, sir. Anthony says Aaliyah fantasy score. I got it at 26.5. That's a good number. It's 27.5, 28 now.
Yeah, she's 28 on PrizePicks.
Yeah, you're sitting good.
I like it.
That's that value you want to have. You want to have your money there every time as much as you can. The light bearer says, let's cash out. Let's cash out. Let's cash out. Yes, let's cash out. That would be dope. What else we got? I just flipped this mouse down and it just fucked up all the comments. Youngin says McBride over 8 first half points.
Yeah, she's been a bucket. You know, the first half's a little sketchy for her sometimes, but she's been super active. Good matchup for a 3-point shot against Atlanta.
She 8 everywhere first half? Let's see. That's interesting. Those little points matter a lot. So she's 8.5 on Underdog. She 8 on PrizePicks still?
No, she's 8.5.
Oh, okay. Youngin must have got in on that value. Aaliyah 7.5 rebounds last night. Yep. Okay, here's a new one. Jackie Young points. What do you think about Jackie tonight?
If I'm being honest, I really want to go under Jackie's points.
What do they got her at? 17.5?
She's at 17 flat now, but I really want to go under her points, but God, her history scares me. I know she laid an absolute goose egg this last game with just 3 points, but I mean, she lit them up for 20 plus all 4 games they played last year. Her on-court matchup is going to be more than likely Jewel again this time, or if not again, I don't remember if she covered Jewel covered her last time, but today Jewel's notorious for the positional matchup. So I mean, Jackie could cook Lloyd, or Jackie could just go out, drop like 10 or 12 points, and I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't mind.
I really want to go under her though.
I'm going to for sure. She's 17.5 and a higher payout than PrizePicks, even if it was a normal. So if you have parlay play, that's the spot if you want to go under Jackie's points. 17.5 better payout than the normal PrizePicks payout. I like it. I'm doing it. Bucket. Anthony says, hopefully Kelsey Plum points hit. What do you think about Kelsey?
Yeah.
Now, how long, if you had to guess, how many minutes is Gray going to get today? If she even plays.
I think she's playing. I got her for about 20 minutes, really. I mean, a hard cap somewhere around 22 minutes at best.
Makes me want Jackie under a little bit more even. Michael Williams says, Courtney Williams, RA, over or under? Oh, back to Courtney, huh? She's been... Whew, her minutes are up and down, right? Didn't she have less minutes again last game?
Yeah, she she fell short for her assist just because, I mean, Heideman's been a direct thorn in the side off the bench. I mean, they're playing, again, weird rotations. Second half, Courtney just randomly doesn't play, and Heideman, she plays way down the stretch.
Are they?
And I think
are they together?
Yeah, they're a married couple.
They're a married couple, and then they sub in for each other. Can you imagine the fights at their house?
Yeah,
that's craziness.
And well, some of these more recent games, and maybe this last game was just a product of Carlton being out, but they actually ran a lot of time with both Courtney and Heideman on the floor together. So, there's just there's a few factors like that being the main one in the minutes with Courtney. I'm like, I want to like her a lot, but the minutes down the stretch, I don't know what's up with that. Even last game, it was still close, and they just subbed her out in the second half like it wasn't anything, and she ended with 26 minutes. So the closer we get to 30 minutes, I like the overs, but
no way to know, huh?
Yeah, I mean, truly, there's really no way. And another kind of like landmine possibility context here is she played in Atlanta, for several seasons, or for 2 seasons, so she's got a little bit of nostalgia there. And the one game that they did play was in Atlanta, so she usually gets up for these road games, like this, Connecticut, all her former teams. So I want to say she could get up for this spot, but it's not in that territory. It's back at home in Minnesota, so she could just totally just sit back and chill and be like, all right, Heidemann, well, you play 18 minutes tonight, and I'll play 24, 26 minutes, and we'll call it even.
It's tough. Got to pass then. Got to pass.
Just volatile.
I got a question for you. I'm looking at Underdog here, and I see they have 3 discounts. What's your favorite one to take? Over Collier 17.5, over Ryan Howard 13.5, or over Asia 23.5? Do you have a preference?
Asia. Yeah, that's
Asia?
an actual discount line for Asia. Like it's closer to a normal line for her, but I think she's due for a real good game here. I think Mama Asia's coming out hungry. She's gonna have Chelsea back on the wing to dish back to. Yeah, she's gonna give somebody the business today.
Youngin says Shakira. Okay, Asia, I'm on it. Youngin says Shakira Austin fine as hell too. Shakira Austin fine as hell. What do you think, E?
Yeah, she is. She better stop wearing all these little tube and crop tops. She knows she's over there looking gorgeous.
3 times says, what's your favorite WNBA pick right now? If you had to pick one play, it's kind of like Ray. I don't know where Ray's been. The do or die Ray play he had, but 3 times bringing it back. What's your favorite? You can't say
like
Dolson. No, I will not. No, I'm stopping the music.
I can't bring myself to actually say the words. I mean, solid looks here, but
bro, if you say Dolson is first half is your favorite play.
Okay, that's my favorite sleeper play today. I'll say that. I don't know, this combo prop kind of calling out to me.
I like
don't
that.
know. It seems like the field is on the fence about Boston as a whole, but I could see her getting me 8 rebounds tonight, and Edwards at least getting somewhere around 8 to 9.
It's tough. The board's tough though, huh? Because of all the bumps already.
Yeah, everything's already bumped, so I mean we are paying a little bit of tax on it. There's really, really good value on this 3-point prop here for Plum and Clark, and yeah, something about these two in that Dolson first half kind of speaking to me.
You can like Dolson. I'm just kidding. That is pretty low. It's just funny cheering for Dolson running up and down the court. Please score, Dolson, so I can cash out some money. Dolson, and people will watch you like, what is this dude doing? He's cheering for that right there. She's gonna make you money. People will be laughing at you. Michael Williams says Elena Smith under points. Porn star. Under points.
Yeah, it's all right. The last time that they played, they did have Parker out there in the starting 5. Coffee is okay. I mean, she's really not a great defender. She doesn't play a lot of minutes, but she does start with the starting 5. So,
and it's 12.
Yeah, it's 12-5 on. Yeah, it's I think so.
Yeah,
12 flat.
Mm-hmm.
It's an all right play. I mean, if she gets hot from 3, you're definitely going to be sweating it. But she's been playmaking more, so that has taken away some of her field goal volume overall. But if she sinks that first 3, she's going to be shooting.
You know what I just noticed? Because I was looking, I always try to look at these 3 main sites: PrizePicks, Underdog, Parlay, to see where's the best value. As I was looking, I realized Caitlin Clark is 2.53s at 1.68 payout, which means it's right around normal PrizePicks payout. So if you like Caitlin Clark 3s, Parlay Play has got a pretty dang good deal at that. And Mike Williams says, 12 under Smith 12. What was
Got a
your
little push floor to it.
yeah?
but,
What do you think?
yeah.
Kinda wouldn't really put your money there.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like a neutral play. Nothing really standing out.
Okay, got to pass then. Did I hear you say you like Dolson over 3.5 first half points? Ian Warner says. Wanted to make sure before I put it in. Yeah, exactly. He's like, wait a minute, are you sure you're playing this milk truck? All
Yeah,
right.
I like it.
All right. Porn star over full game fantasy points. Brantley says. So see how the bookies are doing their job today, bro. People got overs and unders, and it's pretty much the same plays. So
Yeah, I like
you like it?
I like it. I was annoyed
It's
earlier because
high.
I was trying to post it and it bumped in my queue, of course. But it's a
high.
little tax on it.
Yeah. It's high for
Dude,
her.
she's been
Yes.
wrecking her fantasy.
She has. Look at that, bro. 43 minutes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
really,
mind it.
really the minutes with her.
Yeah.
The closer or over she plays 30 minutes, she crushes this line. But if it's a blowout, she is definitely going to sit down early. So do keep that in mind.
Danzy coming in with all the different sports. Now he says crochet over 6.5 Ks versus Houston seems great. John says Bet365 has Boston at 10 rebounds now. What is it?
Jeez.
9.5 everywhere? Is that what it
Yeah, 9.5 juice on the under earlier. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So Bet365 if you like the under. That's still a little scary. Andre Simon says porn star fantasy score for sure. God bless you guys. Now let's eat. Yes, let's eat. Let's go.
Yes.
And Negro Jones says, as far as props, I think Courtney Williams is the hardest to judge right now. Night in, night out. Any player you think is harder to judge? That's a good one. Her minutes are difficult.
I mean, her and Dejanay Carrington. I mean, we've seen them just randomly get benched for the entirety of the fourth quarter for no reason.
How about some Atlanta players? They're weird too, huh?
Yeah.
Youngin says Cardoso fine as hell too. What? I've never heard that one. That's a new one. I told you, Youngin goes out there. Youngin goes with these different plays. Now she got
Got that
Cardoso.
long hair, don't care. She was swinging it last game.
Jeez. She balls. Van Negro Jones says, stop talking about my Mystics players. Dolson, crying out loud, laughing face. Yeah, I mean, Dolson is pretty silly. She is pretty silly. We like her around here, though. Youngin says, is she really a porn star? No. For some reason, people just started calling her that 2 years ago in the Discord, and it's stuck. I don't know why. This is fun.
Yeah.
All right, that's all the questions, bro. You got through them. There you go.
All right. Well, we are going to bounce out of here real fast. If I had to pick, I got Indiana taking it down tonight. Minnesota, and I really want to like the Aces. I think the Aces are so due. It's not funny. I would probably, since we are getting these favorable lines, I would round robin these three, just kind of mix them up. Any combination of the two is going to give you a pretty solid payout, so don't be afraid of that. And yep, even that one too. I got all the home teams are winning tonight.
So you hit 2 out of 3, you're pretty much break even. You hit 3 out of 3, you're happy. You're getting a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a bad way to do it. I like it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, folks. We got to get out of here. Running over time just a little bit here, but not that we mind. We got to get in, cook up that protected play. Make sure you guys check that out in the promo tabs. They should have that for you on PrizePicks. Yeah, we're going to be back tomorrow streaming as usual. And if you guys just do us a huge favor on the way out, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. You guys are amazing. I mean, this is another record day viewers for us. So thank you so much. And while you're down there, make sure to check out that 7-day free trial. You know, we've been paying for Discord memberships. We've been paying for lunches. I saw a couple of dining out photos off the back of an insane night in the Discord. So make sure to check that out and don't miss out. Underrated?
Yes.
As always, man, I appreciate it, buddy.
Yes. Appreciate you. 10-0, bro. Quinn says, damn, Youngin Cardoso is a legit 6'6", bro. Quinn. That's funny. That's funny. And hey, I just want to say, when you go 10-0, bro, the next day don't think a 10-0 is coming again. Remember, that shit just happens once in a while. We tread water and then we hit another 10-0 in a couple days. Don't put all your money back in. Don't think everything's going to hit. Play smart and we will profit. I just wanted to say that on the way out. Don't think it's going to happen every day, because it ain't.
We got a long week ahead.
All right, guys.
All right, good luck.